3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
We are back for another day of the fun stuff, and once again, Sami in for Steph. Hey!
Yeah, I have nothing else to do.
I was gonna say, you're kind of at my beck and call. Hey, you want to come over and play today?
Oh, all right.
You're used to guys calling you and asking you that, but not radio.
Not true.
Oh, come on. People blowing up. I mean, not right now. Maybe not. Maybe right now, I don't know, because you are in a committed relationship with a fine gentleman.
Yeah.
Do people still blow you up, though? Like, guys?
It's been a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it make you feel like bad about yourself?
Why doesn't anybody like me anymore? No.
I'm
because the ones that were not of quality.
Oh, got you. It's not that I want to do anything, but it's just nice to be wanted. So I feel stupid, like very stupid. You know me. We've known each other for a long time. I am a procrastinator.
No.
You know this. It's not that I do bad work. I just always wait till the last minute to do the work. Mm-hmm. And I come up with any excuse, And today, this week, just kind of, it's been pretty nice weather the last few days, and my grass is growing. I'm like, all right, well, I got to be a good homeowner and mow the lawn. Mm-hmm. I kept putting it off, and then today I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do it. Put my headphones in, walk out, do a couple passes with the lawnmower. It starts pouring. It hasn't like rained all week. Mm-hmm. I've had all week to mow my lawn, and I choose to do it on the day where we get like a little mini monsoon in 5 minutes. I feel dumb.
So you did 2 stripes.
I know. I have, what do I have? I have about a quarter of the backyard done. Nice. And I need to do everything and weed whack and all that stuff. Sometimes, the majority of the time, my procrastination doesn't matter. The majority of the time, I get stuff done. Mm-hmm. But sometimes my procrastination bites me in the butt, and today's one of those days.
Whenever I would have to take my clothes to the laundromat, it was always on the days it would rain. And I'm like, really? Without fail.
Oh my God, I couldn't even imagine that.
I feel your pain.
I've never had to go to a laundromat in my life.
Well, look at you.
Well, I haven't. No, I've just always lived at places that even if it's down in the basement laundry room, I'm so fortunate that I feel privileged that I've never had to go to a laundromat. Because do you go and stay there with your clothes?
I never did, but I went to like a safer, nicer neighborhood laundromat than where I live.
There's creepos anywhere.
Yeah, but you go with ones that have like cameras and stuff. So if your stuff does go missing, you'll find it. Still says
cameras
not responsible for lost items.
They have cameras in the laundromat pointing. Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah.
That's where the creepos aren't.
But I've also known people who will go to the bar right beside the laundromat and have a few cocktails or some dinner while their stuff is spinning.
There you go. Yeah, in their like holy underwear. That's their their last underwear left in the drawer, and their shirts from 20 years ago that are all frayed. Yeah. So you talk to yourself, right? I talk to myself. We all talk to ourselves. Is it normal to talk to yourself out loud? To carry on conversations with yourself?
I always say it's okay to talk to yourself. It's when you start answering yourself that it's weird.
I've done that. I've looked, and I've actually talked about this before. This is always the example I use. I will be in my house looking for like a pair of pants. And I'll be like, it's the gray ones. You know which ones I'm talking about? Yes.
See, that's weird.
And then I'll stop and go, yeah, I just answered my own question.
I don't think I've ever answered.
I've totally answered myself.
Yeah.
Professor.
Or if you start arguing with yourself, that's a whole other
Yeah, that
thing.
might be a little bit of, do you know what pair of pants I'm talking about? No. Then you might have issues. Professor Molly Andrews, University of East London, says that it's completely normal. She says it's just a way of getting through the dreariness of daily life. She says we're unique in the animal kingdom in being able to imagine. Far from being a source of madness, it actually gives us the ability to think about other worlds. It's critical in what it means to be human. I mean, maybe this is... She has doctor in front of her name, so you assume that she knows what she's talking about. Maybe it's just a crazy person's way of defending the fact that they're crazy. I don't know.
Their coping mechanism.
Perhaps. I don't have a problem with it unless, like you said, you fight with yourself. Then there's an issue.
My favorite thing to say to myself is, why am I like this?
Do you ever?
But I don't answer.
I don't know.
Because you're crazy. No.
You just go through like a list. Well, you weren't cared for as a child.
You have daddy issues.
Your father left.
You know, it'd be funny is if you're talking to yourself in one accent, or like your normal voice, and then you respond in a different accent. That's probably weird. I wonder if people do that.
What? Yeah, they do. They're like split personalities,
Yeah.
schizophrenic people, or whatever they're called. You know what pair of pants I'm looking for? I do.
It's down under there.
Or it's like, I do. They look so nice on you. We're all worried about these protests that turn violent. Majority of us are happy it's not happening in our neighborhoods. But you never really know who your neighbors are. A Wisconsin man brought a dozen crates of bees to a George Floyd protest and threatened to release them if the local protest descended into riots.
Just regular bees, not the murder hornets, right?
No, these are
Okay.
like, he called them riot-controlled bees. He brought 12 crates of bees on a trailer to a parking lot nearby the protest, which had about 100 people. Not a big protest.
But
100 people.
I have so many questions.
He wrote on, maybe this will help answer some of them. He wrote on Facebook, the riot control bees are in their holding yard waiting to clear the streets of Janesville to keep peace in this county. I'm willing to bring them in and kick them over if things get out of control. Police learned of his plan, asked him to leave the area as they apparently had the event under control. 100 people. It was good. It was peaceful.
Right.
It was what protests should be. You don't need riot control bees.
So, okay, question one. What do he just has these bees laying around? Like
Some people, I coached baseball with a guy who had bees. He had like a little
honeybees?
Yeah, he had a little bee farm in his backyard. He used to bring honey to people.
Okay, question two.
Sure.
Should he release these bees and they get out there? Is that a crime?
You know, I don't
Because
know.
it could be a deadly weapon because I'm allergic to bees.
100%. You're right. I don't know.
Are they missiles? Because they're flying objects.
I think you have to throw it or shoot them,
Well, he's gonna kick it over.
but not aiming them.
Yeah, I guess.
That's weird. Just all right, kicked over the bees. Time to drive away.
And I'm out.
Luckily, like I said, police stepped in and took care of the situation.
Thank goodness.
I know. Riot control bees. Is it crazy? Yes. All right. So here's where I'm going to go off the rails a little bit. Not the worst idea. I think people are afraid of bees, even if you're
Release the bees.
even if you're not like allergic to them.
Right.
I think it's actually a decent way of clearing streets.
Nobody is like, oh yeah, I like to get stung by
Right.
bees, but
Kinda-
it's better than rubber bullets or mace.
It kind of reminds me of the idea that I had for Harrisburg years ago. Remember how years ago when it almost feels like years ago since we all went to a bar and stayed out till 2 a.m., but how the bars would clear out and there'd be issues at 2 a.m. in downtown Harrisburg. And my idea was always put sprinklers on the top of buildings that shoot onto 2nd Street, because when it rained, nobody was hanging out in the street. They would just get in their cars, take their Uber, go home.
Because they don't want to get their hair wet.
Right. No, nobody wants to get wet. It's terrible. I look good. All right. I'm wearing clothes that fit just right, and if I get wet at all, they start to cling, and people see that I have nipples that are hard 24/7. So I think the bee thing is a little bit more intense, but it reminds me of my sprinkler idea for 2nd Street, which, by the way, nobody did, and it got worse. People were fighting and yelling, and bad stuff happening on 2nd Street. I'm telling you, when everything gets back to normal,
Sprinklers.
now's a perfect time to install them. Nobody takes me seriously ever. Coming up, it's the advice column. Sammy, I've had this one saved specially for you.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part, it's free. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Hey honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Everyone is going through something right now, and we're all in this together. That's why CBD American Shaman of PA is looking out for you and your health. During this trying time, CBD American Shaman of PA is focused on safety and the needs of their customers. That's why right now they're offering curbside pickup along with home deliveries. Let American Shaman help you manage these stressful times. To find out how to get high-quality CBD products and a free bottle of Shaman cleansing gel without even leaving your car or home, visit hempashealth.com. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
No lie, I have had this in my email for about a month and a half. I said, the next time that Sami fills in for Steph, I'm going to read this. And I almost forgot about it and went to a different email. Every single Thursday, we bust out the advice column. People send us advice thinking that we know we got everything figured out, which we don't. But there's a reason, and you'll find out quickly why I've saved this. I've saved this, like I said, for about, I want to say I got this 7 or 8 weeks ago. So hopefully this wasn't an urgent cry for help, and this person was able to wait a little bit. I don't think Steph or I are uniquely qualified to answer this person. Now, I'll give my opinion, but my opinion is just that. It's based on zero life experience with this topic. Sami, on the other hand, has quite a bit of life experience on this topic.
Does it involve kids?
Yes.
Oh.
So I'm still curious why this woman sent us this message, thinking that Steph and I would be able to help her and or shed light on it. You, on the other hand, maybe she was like, maybe she meant this for you, knowing that you fill in every now and again. I don't know. Here we go. Dear Puff and Steph, cross out Steph, put Sami. I have been talking to a few people about this, and I wanted to see what you guys thought. My daughter is 13, and she and her friends are completely boy crazy. It seems like every day this person broke up with that person, and now she's dating that guy, but she's only dating that guy to make a third guy jealous. It's all hard for me to keep up with. It seems like it's my daughter's turn now. All of her friends have rotating boyfriends, and she has never really had one that I know of. My biggest issue is that I had my daughter at a very young age. I got pregnant at 16, and it feels like I've been digging myself out of a hole ever since. I don't want her repeating the mistakes I made. I know I can't forbid her from dating, but she's at that age where she might do something she isn't ready for, but she feels pressured. I'm looking for any and all ideas. I talk to people about it all the time, and now I'm asking radio people without kids about it.
She didn't say that part, did you?
It's written right here. I talk to people all the time, and now I'm asking radio people without kids about it. Obviously, I'm lost. Okay. She didn't leave her name, and her email was a weird email, so we're just going to call her Beth.
Okay, Beth.
All right, Beth. Number one, we're not radio people anymore. Okay, get it right. We got fired.
Ouch.
Yeah. Number two, yeah, what are you doing contacting me and Steph about I mean, I have my I have the standard answer, which is all you can do is try to instill some values in her. Let her know that there are options available if she wants to do certain things. Make them available to her, because at the end of the day, she's going to do what she wants to do. All you can hope for is that you've been a good parent and you've taught her correctly on certain things, and let her be her own person and don't let others influence her actions.
Right.
Standard answer, generic answer, not wrong.
No.
But comes from a dude. I've kept some dogs alive. Like, that's my only claim to fame. My goldfish died years ago. Rest in peace, Mustafa.
See, I think that's good, but you have to layer it with other things.
And why do you think I've saved this?
Yeah.
Because this is what would happen if Steph and I were doing this show right now. It would be, well, I just think you need to, do what's right by her. And then Steph would be like, yeah, no, I agree. Like, she's going to be her own person. Good for you for being a good mom. And I'm just like, we wouldn't help her.
And I say put birth control in her applesauce. No, kind of. My daughter's 15 now. She's been boy crazy probably since she was 13, but
I can't believe your daughter's 15. I remember.
She's gonna be 16.
I remember when she was wee little.
But I think what helped her, well, this is just personal experiences. She babysits for me. The 2-year-old.
Oh.
That is the best birth control ever. So tell Beth if she wants her daughter to babysit.
Oh my God, you're not wrong.
And Milena, she'll say, "I'm never having kids." She's like, "Here, take this. I don't want any kids."
You're not. Oh wow. Perfect example is when Laura and I. It doesn't happen often because they don't live around here, but Laura and I have watched very briefly our niece and nephew on her side, and you're right. We get done watching them, and we're both like, we could take our time.
No rush.
We're good.
I think that helped with her. Boys are totally different, though, so I don't ask me about that. But I think that helped. Plus, she did have a boyfriend for a while, and he, broke her heart and made her cry. So she's like, I never want to do it again.
Right, so the first one out of the box was not a good experience, so she decided to kind of swear him off for a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Plus, I think their group of friends also molds them
of
in
course
some
they do.
ways.
Yeah.
So if all of her friends obviously are boy crazy, she's gonna be boy crazy too.
Right.
So maybe limit that.
I think,
and social media now too, with TikTok and all that.
Well, yeah. Are you? How's your take on social media with Milena?
She's on it, but I have all passwords, and she's got multiple accounts and everything. I'm like, why?
What is she dealing
She's
drugs?
like, well, that's my spam one, and that's my real one.
What?
And she can't. She's so funny. She's like, Mom, I got 200 likes, and I was like, okay.
On
And
what?
she thinks
Like a
it's
TikTok
or a comment or something. I don't know. I was like, that's it? You could do better. But she thinks she's this.
Good
whatever.
for her. Yeah, let her focus on getting her likes instead of having a boyfriend.
Yeah.
As far as Beth, I think that I think your idea of letting her babysit's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Babysit a bad kid too, not like one of those easy kids.
Do you have a bad kid out there that you're gonna let Beth's kid babysit? 13-year-old, let her do it. Hit us up.
It's like a scared tactic.
I think it's scared straight type thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. See, and that's why you're here. That's why I've saved this. There's no way in a million years Steph and I would have been like, you should have your kid babysit a little jerk. Mm-hmm. And then, I mean, you did have to admit that your kids are a little jerk.
Oh yeah.
But
Not always. Just most of the time.
kids are kids, I suppose. All right, so if you guys have any things you want us to answer that we're not qualified to, hit us up, puff at puffandsteph.com or on the Facebook page. Coming up next, if Sami was one of the people out there looting, this is where she would go directly. Coming up.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part, it's free. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Hey, honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Everyone is going through something right now, and we're all in this together. That's why CBD American Shaman of PA is looking out for you and your health. During this trying time, CBD American Shaman of PA is focused on safety and the needs of their customers. That's why right now they're offering curbside pickup along with home deliveries. Let American Shaman help you manage these stressful times. To find out how to get high-quality CBD products and a free bottle of Shaman cleansing gel without even leaving your car or home, visit hempashealth.com. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
Obviously, tough time in America right now. You see the news, you read things, you hear things, you watch the videos. It's a tough time, and you know that you know what the right answer is, or you think you know what the right direction is, and then some people are ruining it for the message of others. It's tough. Never in a million years has anything ever got me so amped up I want to go bust open a Target. Okay. But I read this story and I immediately said to myself, if Sami was ever going to be a looter or be a rioter, this is where we would find her. Do you have any idea?
Ice cream store.
No. But
I love me some ice cream. A pet store? Can I go get all the furry pets? I've seen those memes and I'm like, yeah.
I looted 3 TVs and 6 pairs of Jordans, and Sammy's like, I got chinchillas.
Yes, please.
No, it's not that.
Oh.
A Seattle woman has become an unlikely internet star. Over the weekend, news crews in Seattle were filming looters of a Cheesecake Factory restaurant. Yes. They caught one unidentified woman on camera gently carrying what appeared to be an entire strawberry top cheesecake down the street. So
like in a box,
it wasn't in a box. It was just there.
I'd be eating it as I'm running, just in case, something happened.
One reporter admitted that it was unclear where the woman may have obtained the cheesecake, but she was coming away from something called the Cheesecake Factory.
Ding, ding, ding.
She also appeared to be carrying a wine glass, a champagne flute, and a small vase. Or vase, if you fancy.
So random. Just one cheesecake, one...
She's like, I got what I wanted. Y'all can keep your TVs. All right? Y'all can keep your Jordans. Y'all can keep your electronics. I'm going to go home and just fat kid it out. My God. Do you think you could eat a whole cheesecake? I don't think you could eat one in one day. How quickly? Do you think a day, 2 days, 3 days?
A whole one?
A whole big one.
I don't know. It takes me like 2 sittings to finish one piece.
Well, their pieces are pretty good size.
Yeah, so I'll eat like half now and half in an hour. But how many pieces are in a whole one? I don't know.
You can do the math. Let's say 8.
8 days.
You think? Really? I think I could do it in 2. If that's the only thing I eat.
Can I get one that has like different flavors, or just all have to be the same?
One separated by the paper that's like, this half is peanut butter or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure, Sam. You know what?
Then yes, 2 days.
You're looting. You make the rules, okay? I'm not gonna try to tell you how to loot.
I'm gonna mix a 6 cheesecake.
Everyone's grabbing stuff, and you're like, I'll take one of those flavors. All right, put that in there nice. No, they got, the tuxedo. That's good.
I'm just trying to picture her like carrying it out
Gently,
so nicely.
I think they probably have boxes.
Well, they come in boxes, I think.
Maybe this is one. Do they have, I haven't been to a Cheesecake Factory in, 10 years. Do they have like a display case with cheesecakes?
Yeah.
So maybe that's where she
probably
took
where
it.
came
She
from.
pulled it from the display.
Which means it's probably way older than
you
the
think?
other stuff. I don't know. Usually what's in your display is older stuff. Or not as good because it's sitting in that light all day.
Sure. Oh, man.
But now I really want some cheesecake.
She's going to be disappointed when she gets home and it's all crusty and stuff.
If she made it the whole way home without eating any of that, I'm disappointed in her.
I'd like to see where she carried down the stairs. Just making noises. Just making crazy mouth noise. Just carrying it down the street.
So did she get in trouble?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know if I was there. I'd be like, let her pass. She has a goal in mind.
It's
All
just
right?
a cheesecake.
She's not violent.
It's going to go bad
Let's
anyway.
go. Please keep your pepper spray away. That will ruin the cheesecake. All right, Stump Sammy time.
Again.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. According to Cosmo, one of my favorite magazines, the average 35-year-old woman has 3 of these and can't really use any of them. What are they? It's not people, okay? So it's not like 3 side guys. No, it's not
Is it a kind of like makeup?
It is not makeup.
I don't know why I thought that. Maybe Cosmo makeup.
Sure. No,
brand.
it's actually good because it could be like I have 3 types of lipstick and I only wear lip gloss.
Yeah.
Like no, that's not a terrible.
Is it an
Yes.
article of clothing?
Yes.
Because I have 3 bras that I can't wear for sure. That's for fat Sammy. That's for pregnant Sammy. You know what I mean? Like,
Throw the pregnant Sammy bra away, please. Yes, it is an article of clothing.
pants, hat, shirt, shoes, socks. Shoes.
No, the average woman, 35-year-old, so they've lived through a certain point in the average woman's life, right? And their friends' lives.
Okay.
That's where they would potentially these.
Bridesmaids' dresses.
Yes. Nice job.
I probably have that many.
You think you have 3?
I think I've only ever been in 3 weddings, but yes.
Now, were they dresses that you could wear again or dresses that you probably shouldn't wear again?
They're not like the old 80s, like fluffy,
Right.
ugly things.
Yeah, one of my hints, if you were having a hard time, was going to be they actually made a movie about this.
I love that movie
Who
too.
doesn't? That's so good.
But the one was like long and you could like cut it shorter and it would be a cocktail dress. The other one is actually cute. I'd wear it somewhere nicer. I
Right.
just don't ever go
If
anywhere nice.
if people saw it, would they be like, that was definitely a bridesmaid's dress?
One of them probably,
Right.
but the other 2 no.
I was thinking about the wife. She's been in a couple, and I think one of them's good, and the other one, not so much.
Well, I have 4 of them.
You have 4.
Yeah. I was in 4 weddings.
Yeah. So
And 2 wedding dresses.
I wasn't gonna talk about that, but wasn't your second wedding dress not really even a wedding dress?
$10 at like JCPenney
It was
or
just
something
white,
like that.
right?
Yeah, it was on the clearance rack. Yeah, it was great.
$10 at JCPenney. You know what's funny is you could wear that out if people were like, "Hey, Sammy, nice dress. Thanks, it's my $10 wedding dress from JCPenney."
From my failed marriage
Be like,
number 2.
my marriage didn't succeed, but this dress still looked bomb, right?
I got my money's worth.
All right, question number 2. The average woman will consume 4 pounds of this in her lifetime. The average woman will consume 4 pounds of this in her lifetime. I don't think you're one of those girls.
Vegetables.
It better
If
be
it's
more
not
than
me.
You've already consumed more than 4 pounds
yeah,
of vegetables.
I guess pounds. Yeah.
So it's something that maybe you shouldn't eat.
Oh man, 4 pounds. Something that gets in your mouth by accident, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Perfume.
No. No, but you're close.
Really? Is it like a spray?
No. Let me give you a hint. You've actually already said this today. This was one of your guesses
Makeup?
at the last kind of. It has specific.
Lipstick? That's why I don't wear lipstick.
That's why I said. That's why I said you're not one of these. I don't know if I've ever seen
Chapstick.
you in. I know you're addicted to chapstick. You probably have swallowed 30 pounds of chapstick in your life. 'Cause
This week.
you use chapstick more than. You know what's funny is so does Steph. I think you. Yeah, there's. You too. I think use chapstick more than. It's funny. Use chapstick more than any other people I know.
I have 2 in the car, 1 at work, 1 in my pocket.
Have you ever
2 in my
finished one?
purse. Yes. One I got in Vegas, and I was really sad because it said Las Vegas, and I got to the end, and I was like, I did it. But do I keep it? Like,
I think Steph said she's never finished a tube of chapstick.
1 in 36 years that I can think of.
There you go, Steph. If you're watching this, at least you now have a goal. Sammy took her 36, 37 years to do it. You'll get there, kiddo. You will. Don't worry. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for the Big Friday show. It's the Puff and Steph, but Sammy is here. Podcast. I need to find a better way to say that.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.